or logged on to ColumbiaCougars.com. Cougar action is coming up.
Good evening and greetings from Columbia College, where tonight the Columbia Cougars, with a record of 2-2, entertain the Harris-Stowe Hornets with a mark of 2-2. And both of these clubs playing their first American Midwest Conference match. For the Cougars, last year's 2006 2006 conference champs, and for the Harris-Stowe Hornets, they come in after going 0-14 in the AMC just 1 year ago. Well, Linda Wright Washington now joins us. And Coach Washington, how about the 2007 Columbia Cougar volleyball team?
You know, I think we're better than we were last year. I think we've got some conditioning that needs to be done. I think we need to play some games and get used to each other a little bit, maybe scrimmage a little bit more in practice. I think our skills are very good. I think we have a solid skill base, solid fundamental base, but I think we need to play more together. And I knew that was going to be a problem coming in. I knew that communication and not necessarily communication, just playing together, playing the same style of game on the court was going to be a challenge, and that proved to be a real problem for us in a tight situation this weekend.
In the Best Western Classic, you went 2-2. Were you satisfied with that?
You know, I wish we would have been 4-0. I mean, I think we should have beaten Lindenwood. I think that we should have. I think we should have had National American. I mean, we had some bad things happen, and one of our girls had a serious injury. Some other things like that. But I think that at this point we're where we want to be. You know, we have the skill. We know that we can get better. We have the base. Now it's a matter of getting everyone in shape and getting everyone to play the same style of play. And I think that's a good problem, because that's a fixable problem.
Last year's team competed in the national tournament and came close, but a little bit short. How about the makeup of the 2007 Cougars?
It's a little bit different. I think we're more skilled all around. I think that, we don't have somebody that can really get up and hammer the ball, but we do have players that can find court and put the ball down. I think Jung Lee has really improved over the summer. I think Maria Omandi has improved just incredibly over the summer. I think Fabiani Nass, our new right side, our left-handed right side hitter, is going to bring a lot to our program once she gets in shape and in sync with the rest of the players. I think Francili Archanjo is going to bring a lot to our team. I think Daniela will help us. So I really think that we're going to get better, and I think that we have the base more so than last year to be successul through the finish line.
Will you be a powerful ball club or a skilled type ball club?
I think a little bit of both. I think we have the people that can put the ball down in that situation where we need to, but we also have options. You know, our setter's going to be able to set away from the middle blocker on the other side of the net. We're going to be able to attack teams, using each position. I think that last year we were dominant left side team. I mean, we set the ball outside most of the time, and everybody knew where the ball was going. So I think at nationals against the more skilled teams, that really hurt us, because everybody, everybody knew where the ball was going. It was textbook. It's going to the outside. If the teams practice to defend an outside attack, we really struggled. And this year we can attack from each position. Each position can put the ball down, but each position is smart enough and skilled enough to make shots also. So I think that's going to help us in the long run. I don't think this weekend that I had the team conditioned where they needed to be, or playing the same style of game, and that's going to be my challenge as a coach, is to get those kids on the same page.
Really, when you look at this team on paper, it's still a very young ball club. Just two seniors, and one of those seniors, returner Juliana Quadrado, who you're going to lean on her, I'm sure, quite heavily.
Yeah, and that hurt us this weekend, too. She strained her back in the second, I think it was the Lindenwood match. She really struggled to get through that match, and typical of Juliana, she came back the next day and insisted on playing and didn't want to sit out. And she played through the pain. She had trouble serving, had trouble turning on the ball when she was hitting in the middle, had a little bit of trouble jumping and closing the block on one particular side. But I think that, it's just a strain. It's something she's going to play through. She's pretty stubborn, and I couldn't very well sit her. She really wanted to play against National American, and she did struggle through, and it did hurt us a little bit. But we are going to lean on Julie. She's one of our players that is there for us in tight games, and I think that she really matured last year and really started to buy into our style of play and really be an emphasis of attack on our team. So I think that she's going to be very important to us down the road.
Harris-Stowe in town tonight, a different-looking volleyball club than what they had last year, but at the same time, a club that is one that the Cougars have been able to have their way with. Do you expect them to be much of a challenge tonight?
They had a new coach, Johnny. He's done a nice job. He's brought in some new kids this year. I think they don't have a lot of numbers. They've got 7 or 8 players on their roster, but he's done a nice job of bringing in some players that have good skills and came from good clubs and good high school programs around the St. Louis area and outside of the St. Louis area, which is a first for Harris-Stowe. Typically, the girls are all pretty local there, and I saw on his roster this year he's been able to bring some people in from out of town. So I think I have a lot of respect for him. He's a well-known high school coach in the St. Louis area, and he knows volleyball, he knows the game, and he's done a nice job of bringing good volleyball players in there. What do you need the Cougars to do tonight? Be consistent. We need to be consistent, and we really need to work on our team systems. I think that was where we struggled this weekend, was playing that same style of game, playing the same defensive scheme, and not trying to overplay. Our returners were overplaying, and then our newcomers were out of position. And the combination of the old people trying to help out and reaching back for balls and shanking balls off that they shouldn't be touching, and the new people being out of position was just a bad combination all around. I think we need to get everybody on the same page. The returners need to be good in what they do, and the newcomers need to know that they have to be in position to play the ball behind them. Good luck tonight. Thank you very much.
That's Melinda Wright Washington, who's the head coach of the Lady Cougar volleyball team. She is in her 8th season, her 11th overall, 287 victories, 335 defeats. Overall, 357 victories and 54 defeats. Johnny Chidol is the head coach of the Harris-Stowe Hornets, and I had a chance to visit with Coach Chidol. And Coach, how about the Hornets? What do you expect from your team here tonight in Columbia?
I expect them to be competitive, but I think we're going to be overwhelmed by the size of Columbia, so I'm expecting the kids to play with their hearts, to maintain their level of play to our expectation. It's give Columbia a good match, let's say it that way, so they don't make them tired. Let's say it that way. Let's make Columbia a little bit tired walking out of here. Make them earn their win.
How about your game plan as far as this team throughout the course of the year? What do you expect from them?
The course of the year, continue to play well, getting to know each other, what works and what doesn't work. Like I said, these are a young team. I only have one player back from last year's squad, so it's a whole new team, and none of them play volleyball together. So it's going to be lots of growing pain, but it's a good growing pain to where they'll learn and excel. So that's my expectation for these kids, is to learn to play volleyball together as a group.
That's the head coach of the Harris-Stowe Hornets, and that's Johnny Chidol. In his second year, he also is a high school coach with men, coaches boys at St. Mary's High School in St. Louis. Harris-Stowe again 2-2. They come in after beating Knox College in their last match in 3 games. They lost to Iowa Wesleyan and also lost to Eureka College, but beat Blackburn to go 2-2 at the Illinois College Tournament last weekend up in Jacksonville, Illinois. For the Lady Cougars, they come in with a 2-2 record as they come in after beating Missouri Baptist to win 3rd place in their tournament just this past weekend. And they suffered a loss to National American, the defending national champion. They also were defeated by Lindenwood. They beat Southern Nazarene to score their first win of the year. Looking at the starting lineups, first for Harris-Stowe, the defensive specialist is Alicia Brianos, a freshman. At the libero spot is Jenna Barkley. She's a freshman out of East St. Louis. An outside hitter is Lindsay Dirkers, and she's from St. Louis with the Lindbergh High School. She also a freshman. Another outside hitter is Megan Traw. Traw from St. Louis went to Rittner High School, a true freshman. The setter is Lindsay Nagel. Nagel is a junior. And outside hitter is Angela Leha, a junior out of St. Louis Christian High School in St. Louis. And the middle blocker is Rhonda Chapman. Chapman from Chicago. She's a transfer from South Suburban Community College. Again, Johnny Chidol is the head coach of Harris-Stowe. Melinda Wright Washington, a former Cougar herself, will start a lineup that looks a little bit like this. The middle hitter will be Juliana Quadrado, an all-tournament member of this past weekend from Sao Paulo, Brazil, a 6'1" senior. Also starting a newcomer, Fabiana Nas, out of Santa Catarina, Brazil, and she's a 6'1" freshman. She's a transfer from the University of Santa Catarina. The setter is Luana Branco, an All-American from a year ago. Branco from Sao Paulo, Brazil, 5'10", a junior. She was also selected to the all-tournament team just this past weekend. Yi Zhang Li from Shashu, China, will be an outside hitter, a 5'11" junior. She's a returner last year, but in the offseason she got married. Yi Zhang Li, we used to know her as Yi Zhang, Yi Zhang Li will be an outside hitter. The middle hitter is Maria Omandi, who was a freshman last year. Yes, now she's a sophomore, 5'9" sophomore from Nairobi, Kenya. Maria Omandi. Rounding out the starting lineup is Cecilia Lopez. She'll be the libero from Blue Springs, Missouri, a transfer from Mid-American Nazarene University, a 5'4" sophomore. We will take a timeout, and when we return, we'll have the first volley from Columbia College here in Columbia, Missouri.
Hey, you work hard. And not only do you work hard, but when you play hard, right? So when do you have it easy? Cost Cutters. Cost Cutters pros know how to cut it right. Cost Cutters. And right away. We make it happen. And you don't have to have an appointment. Cost Cutters makes your hair look great, and that makes you feel great because you're looking good. So you're walking out with Cost Cutters smiling. You're happy that you got a professional cut to fit right into your really busy day. It's so easy at Cost Cutters. Cost Cutters. Open every day. We make it happen. And open Monday through Friday till 8. Just walk into one of their 5 Mid-Missouri locations. You work hard. You play hard. But getting your hair cut at Cost Cutters, that's easy.
Get in, get out, get style, no doubt. That's what Cost Cutters is all about. For hair that rocks when you're on a roll, there's only one place you need to go. Cost Cutters. They fit your lifestyle. Cost Cutters. It's all about style.
At the 3 in Columbia, plus Jeff City and Moberly. They make it happen 7 days a week.
Cost Cutters. We make it happen.
Back at the arena of the Southwell Complex, it's the first American Midwest Conference match of the year as the Columbia Cougars set to host the Harris-Stowe Hornets. Last year, the Cougars handled the Hornets with ease, taking care of business in each meeting. The Hornets went 0-14 in the AMC a year ago. They're looking to improve on that, and they will improve on that under the leadership of Johnny Chidol. He's done a very good job. Last time these two volleyball teams met was on the 7th of November, and the Cougars won that match in 3 games, 30-9, 32-11, and 30-14. Cougars are decked out in their home whites, trimmed in navy, and Harris-Stowe in the road gold, trimmed in black. As Harris-Stowe will be serving from our left to the right, and Cougars from our right to the left. Cougars 2-2, Harris-Stowe 2-2. As we're set to get this one underway, Columbia College again favored to win the AMC, but they want to get off to a good start. As the Cougars will actually get the first serve, and in to do the serving is Fabiana Nas. Nas, a newcomer from Santa Catarina, Brazil, 6'1" freshman. As she waits for the opportunity, Coach Johnny Chidol is still doing some explaining to his ball club as they try to get organized in their rotation. And we are set to get this one underway. The libero out there for the Cougars is Cecilia Lopez from Blue Springs. And up front is Branco Quadrado along with Yi Zhang Li. And Fabiana Nas's first serve is across. It's dug out of there by Durkers. Durkers sets, and here's the kill, and it's down and in for the point for Harris-Stowe. Driving it away was Chapman. Chapman gets the first point of the match. And the next serve belongs to Harris-Stowe, and the serve is across from Woods. Free ball, and the Cougars set. Nass passes up front to Branco, and a kill by Quadrado. And the Cougars tie the match at 1. We're tied at 1, and the Cougars get the serve back as we're underway. Quadrado with her first kill of the evening. Yizhong Lee will now serve out of the back left corner. Her serve is across, and then Chapman tries to dig it, hits it into the net. That'll be an ace for Yizhong Lee. Yizhong Lee, a 5'11 junior, delivers the ace. Yizhong Lee will continue to serve. It's a 2-1 Cougar lead. Yizhong Lee's jump serve is up the top of the net. That's dug out nicely by Nagel. And Nagel then gets a return pass, punches it across, and the libero gets it across Lopez. Cougars with a free ball. Now the set by Chapman, and her shot across is dug out of there by Lopez of the Cougars. And Chapman tries to dink it in. That's saved by Lee. And then a kill attempt by the Cougars. Oja, and a double hit charged to Harris-Stowe, and a point for the Cougars as they go up by a score of 3-1. And Zhang Li with the serve, and that trickles across, falls in, drops in front of Durkers for an ace. And Zhang Li with 2 aces, and it's 4-1. Just underway here at Columbia. Yizhong Lee's next serve, and that's dug out by Nagel. Up front, Nagel tried to kill him from behind the 10-foot line, blocked up front by Quadrano for the kill. Juliana Quadrano with the block and the kill. 5-1 Cougars, and Yizhong Lee will continue to serve. Crowd still growing here at the Southwood Complex. Yizhong Lee's serve is dug out of there by Durkers. Here's the set for Chapman. Blocked again by Quadrano for another point. Juliana Quadrano, a 6'1 senior, playing tough up front. And it's 6-1 Cougars as they're out to a 5-point lead here in game 1. Lee ready with another serve. The right-hand jump serve is across. And that's dug by Nagel. The pass up front. And a shot blocked up front. With this block is Francilli Archoja as she picks up the block. And the Cougars now have a 6-point lead, 7-1. Yizhong Lee's next serve. Dug out of there by Nagel. Up front. Chapman with a little touch shot. Dug out of there by Nass. To Yizhong Lee. Bronco gets it across. Chapman digs it out. And a double hit will be charged to Durkers of Harris-Stowe. Point Columbia. And the Cougars lead at 8-1. Rally serving. Rally scoring, and Yizhong Lee's serve is dug out nicely by Nagel, and then her pass goes awry and out of bounds. And mark that down as another ace for Yizhong Lee, and a timeout call by Harris-Stowe as they want to talk it over. Yizhong Lee with 3 kills. And we will have more Cougar volleyball for you in a moment.
The Cougars remind you that a winner always uses a designated driver or volunteers to be one. Be a good sport and keep our roads safe. Always put safe driving at the top of your lineup. A message from the Columbia Cougars, Budweiser, and N.H. Shepard's Distributing Company.
Here in the early going, the Cougars have used their size up front at the arena of the Southwood Complex. They've darted out to a 9-1 lead in game number 1. I'm Tex Little. Hope you enjoyed on ColumbiaCougars.com. As Yizhong Lee set to serve off that back line. Near corner, serves across. Chapman has trouble digging it out. Getting it across is Briannas. And it's set by Bronco. And the kill attempt by Archoja is out. And it's a point for Harris-Stowe. That makes it a 9-2 Cougar lead. And the serve by Briannas is across. Dug by O'Bonney. And the kill hammered in by Archoja. Archoja with a kill. And the Cougars have their 8-point lead back. And Juliana Quadrano will rotate back to serve. Quadrano about 12 feet off that baseline. Set serve. It's across. Dug out of there by Nagel. Pass up front to Brianos. They get it across. Bronco with a quick shot. Dug out of there by Barkley. Chapman dumps it into the backside. And the set and the kill with the kill is Maria Omandi. Give Luana Bronco the set. And the Cougars have a 9-point lead in game 1. 11-2. Quadrado ready with the next one. Out of the back corner. Juliana Quadrado set serve. Handled by Nagel. Up front to Briones, and they push it across the net's in and give that kill to Chapman. Rhonda Chapman with her second kill. And Rhonda Chapman will now serve. Chapman from the left-hand corner. Her serves across, handled by Lee. The set by Bronco. And there's the kill, hammered in by Omondi. It was attempted to be dug out by the Hornets. They could not. Omondi with her first kill. And Bronco now will serve for the Cougars. Luana Bronco named to the all-tournament team this past weekend. Her serves across. And having problems is Nagel, as Nagel couldn't dig it out cleanly. Trying to save it was Durkers, and she couldn't, and it's a point for the Cougars and an ace for Quadrano. 13-3, Cougars by 10. 10-point lead. And another ace by Luana Bronco. Bronco delivers the ace. Bronco back-to-back aces. 14-3, Cougars by 11. Bronco's serve is deep, handled by Nagel. They get it up front, and Nagel will shoot it from the back line. Handled by Bronco, who pushes it across. Saved by Nagel. Up front, and Omondi with a kill. Maria Omondi killed it. It was up near the net, and the Cougars own a 15-3 lead. Bronco serves across. Chapman with a dig, and it comes to the front line, and Omondi tried to two-hand it down, and she hit it side out, point for Harris-Stowe. On the missed return. And it's 15-4. And serving for Harris-Stowe is Lindsay Durkers. Durkers left-hand serves across. Quadrano with a dig. The set by Bronco, and the kill attempt by Nas is dug out of there by the Hornets, and there's the kill. Dropping it in is Megan Traw, a freshman out of Rittner High School. It's 15-5. And Durkers will serve from the middle of the back line. Durkers line drive serve into the net. Serving error, and that'll be a point for the Cougars. And they go back up by 11. 16-5 in game one. And the newcomer, Francilia Archoja, with the jump serve, and it's side out. She missed with it. Service error charged to the Cougars. Archojo is out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. She's a freshman. And rotating around the serve for Harris-Stowe Straw. Her serves across, the set, and the kill attempt by Nas is long side out. And another point for Harris-Stowe. And Traw will continue to serve. 16-7. And the set by Bronco. And Nas's shot is brought back. Harris-Stowe keeps it alive. And now they punch it long. It was hit by Angela Aleja. Outside out, point Cougars. 17-7, Cougars by 10. And Maria Omondi now will serve. Omondi's high-arcing serve. Dug out by Durkers. Here is the set by Briones. And the kill by Nagel is side out. She hit it long as Nagel hit it deep. Another point Cougars, and Omondi will continue to serve. 18-7, Cougars by 11. Omondi's high-arcing serve. Handled on the back row by Traw. Up front to O'Brani. And now the Cougars have the ball under control, and the set for Quadrano from Bronco, and it's good. Quadrano with a third kill, and the Cougars are up 12, 19-7. Have a little resistance here at the moment. Omondi's serve handled by Nagel. Pass up front to Briones. Back to Nagel. Her shot handled by Omondi. And now Nash with a kill attempt from the right side. That's mishandled side out, point Cougars. As Fabiani Nass with the kill, and a timeout call by Johnny Chidol. A break in the action here at the arena of the Southwell Complex. We'll have more for you in a moment.
Socket is proud to sponsor the Columbia Cougars. Socket, now offering Columbia's local businesses an alternative choice for our telephone service. Call Socket at 1-800-SOCKET-3 for a free audit of your business's current telephone bills.
Cougars 20 and the Harris-Stowe Hornets 7 here in game number 1. Maria Omonde serving for Columbia. Cougars have had a balanced attack here throughout this first game. And Omonde ready to serve. She's about 15 feet past the baseline. Omonde's high arcing serve is across, and Chapman couldn't dig it out as Chapman was in position and couldn't handle it, and that'll go down as an ace for Omonde. Maria Omonde saw limited action last year as a sophomore. Now to serve. Omonde's serve is across, handled by Nagel to Obrinas. Back to Nagel. That kill attempt blocked by Quadrano. Harris-Stowe gets it to Chapman, and she hammers it almost all the way to Moberly. Side out, point Cougars. 22-7. Cougars now have opened up a 15-point lead. Omonde's next serve, dug by Chapman near the line, and Obrinas tried to punch it across, and it was blocked up front by Omonde. Point Cougars, 23-7. Served by Omonde is across, and the set for Nagel. That's dug out of there by the Cougars. They set Nass. Nass from the right side. Shot is dug back out. Nagel gets it across for the Hornets. Bronco with the set for Ejong Lee. Her kill attempt dug by Chapman. Bronco will reset again for Lee. And Jong Lee drives it in for the kill. Ejong Lee with her first kill, and it's 24-7. Cougars with the lead. They go up 17. Omonde to serve. High arcing serve. That's dug out by Durkers. Up front to Briannas. Briannas gets it across and punched over by Bronco. Nass now gives to Bronco. Bronco sets and the kill by Quadrano. Juliana Quadrano making it look easy with 4 kills here nearly going. And the Cougars have an 18-point lead. Served by Omonde, handled by Chapman. She gets the ball to Durkers. Durkers to Nagel. Nagel's shot dug out of there by Omonde. To Lee. Lee gets it across. Now the set, and the shot by Durkers is handled again by Omonde. And they set Ejong Lee. That kill attempt dug out of there by the Hornets. Nass now to Lee. Jong Lee shot dug out by the libero, Barkley. And then they mishandle the pass. Side out, point Cougars. 26-7. Cougars 4 points away from win number 1 in this match. In game 1. Omonde's serve, high arcing serve, mishandled by Chapman, side out. And that'll go down as an ace for Omonde. Her third. 27-7 Cougars. They have a 20-point lead here. 1 minute, in game 1. Omonde's next serve to Chapman. She gets it up front to Briannas. Briannas to Nagel. Nagel tried to kill it. Dug nicely by Archajo. And the Cougars have trouble, and they punch it across. Nagel with a kill. Give Nagel the kill, and it's now a 27-8 Cougar lead. And in to serve for the Hornets is Angela Leha. Leha will serve. Right-handed server from the back row. Her serves across. Omonde digs it to Bronco. Bronco to Nass, and Nass kills it as she hammered it off of the face of Angela Leah. Omonde, or rather Nass, with a kill. 28-8 Cougars. And Nass serves across, and that's in for an ace as the libero. Barkley couldn't handle it. Nass with an ace. Cougars are doing all different ways. This is game point. 29-8. Nass serves across. Dug out of there by Durkers. Up front, Nagel kills it. Nagel with a point. Lindsay Nagel, a junior out of Notre Dame High School in St. Louis, picks up her second kill and keeps the game alive. 29-9. Nagel will serve from the middle of the back row. Nagel's jump serve is across, handled by Omonde. Up front to Bronco, to Yijong Lee, down for the kill, the point, and the game. Cougars win game 1 by a score of 30-9. Cougars victorious in game 1 of this American Midwest Conference match as Columbia cruises to the victory. 30-9, Cougars win it by 21. Back with game number 2 in a few moments.
You are listening to Columbia Cougar Athletics on ColumbiaCougars.com. Follow the Cougars also by logging on to ColumbiaCougars.com. Get results, highlights, statistics, player information, and all the latest Cougar news. Shop for great Cougar gear at ColumbiaCougars.com. Your voice of Cougar Athletics. Your source for everything you need to know about the Cougars. ColumbiaCougars.com.
Wouldn't you like to be able to provide for your family every month, even if you weren't around? That's precisely why Kansas City Life created a monthly benefit rider for universal life coverage. In addition to your policy's lump sum payout, this rider provides extra cash to your loved ones every month, supporting them just as you would if you were still here. Talk to your Kansas City Life agent today about the new monthly benefit rider.
We're Kansas City Life.
You have looked everywhere, but you just can't find the perfect fit. Perfect Woodworking is your answer. Perfect Woodworking can build the perfect custom piece, the perfect cabinet, the perfect bookcase, the perfect entertainment center. Perfect Woodworking will build you a custom handmade piece that is exactly what you want. Make it perfect. Perfect Woodworking. 573-499-1353.
Before you answer any questions about your insurance needs, doesn't it make sense to see the insurance company's report card first? Shelter Insurance looks like this. We're rated A for Excellent by AM Best, the national firm that rates financial strength and operating performance. Here's more good news. 9 out of 10 customers say they'd recommend us to someone else. An excellent rating and satisfied customers. Shelter Insurance. What better place to look for insurance?
Back to the arena of the Southwell Complex, the Columbia Lady Cougar Volleyball Club wins the first game of the match here against Harris-Stowe by a score of 30-9. Cougars trailed 1-0, and that was about it. They raced out to a big lead, led by as many as 21, and they win it by 21. They win it by a score of 30-9, as Columbia now will try to make this quick work here against Harris-Stowe. Last year, Harris-Stowe went 0-14 in the conference, 9-25 overall. Cougars, meanwhile, last year with another stellar performance as they were very strong, going deep into the national tournament, losing in the semifinals. As the Cougars getting close to winning match number 900 in the history of this program, as they continue to roll. It looks like Bronco Almondi, along with Lopez, will start as a libero, and Archoja, along with Zhang Li, who used to be Zhang Li, or Zhang, now Zhang Li after being married. Set to serve for Harris-Stowe will be Angela Leah. As Leah will serve from our right to the left. And here's the serve dug out of there by Williams. Jessica Williams in that back row. Pass up front. And a shot pushed across by the Cougars, handled by the Hornets. Now Almonde will set Luana Bronco, and Bronco drives it in for her first kill of the night, as she gives the Cougars a 1-0 lead here in game number 2. Now checking in for the Cougars is Francilia Archaroja, and Jessica Williams will come out. Williams, a defensive specialist. Now Zhang Li with the serve, and that's dug by Nago across the net. Archoja gets it over to Bronco. A little touch shot handled by the Hornets, and Nago gets it across. And they set, and the kill attempt by Francia Archoja is side out. It'll be a point for the Hornets, and it's tied at 1. As we're just underway here in game 2 of this match, the Southwell Complex filling up. Nago's serve is handled by Lopez. The set, and Omande with a kill attempt. They're going to call Omande for being in the net. And net violation. And a point for Harris-Stowe, and they have their first lead of this second game. And Lindsay Nago ready to serve from the middle of the back row, right to left. Her serves across. Lopez with a dig. Here's the set by McWilliams, and the kill is in there by Omande. Omande with the kill. She now has 4 on the evening. And Maria Omande will do the serving as this match is tied at 2. Omande's high arcing serve handled by Nago. Up front to Briannas. Over to the right side. And hammering the kill in is Durkers, the freshman. Lindsay Durkers picks up her first kill off the right side. And now Lisa Briannas will serve. Briannas' serve out of the right corner is across, handled by Omande into the net, and the kill by Chapman for Harris-Stowe. Rhonda Chapman with her third kill. Harris-Stowe now with a 4-2 lead in game 2. Personnel changes for the Cougars, and they're still adjusting. Briannas serves into the net, and that's a point for Columbia. Serving error charged to Briannas and Harris-Stowe. And Luana Bronco will serve for Columbia. Left to right. Bronco, about 18 feet deep, gets it across. That's dug out of there by Traw. Traw to Chapman. Chapman's shot is side out, point Columbia, and the match is tied at 4.
How would you like to wear it?
And Bronco will continue to serve, the Brazilian. Bronco serves across, and the dig is into the net, saved by Briannas. They get it across. Bronco passes up front to Nass. Right side now to Archoja. And the block up front for the Hornets by Lindsay Durkers. Durkers with the block, her first, and it's a 5-4. Hornet lead here in the second game. And now Chapman to serve. And that's handled by Archoja. And then a bad pass intended up front to Nass, and it goes into the net, and a point for Harris-Stowe, and they go up again by 2, 6-4. Chapman to serve. Cougars sputtering a bit. Chapman serve, dug out of there by Omande. That's a cross into the net. Trying to dig it out of there is Erin McCaffrey, the junior from Millard West High School in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and she can't. And Harris-Stowe now has their biggest lead of this game. They're up 7-4. Chapman's next serve. A hard serve handled by Lee. They dig it out. Up where the dig is Durkers across to the Cougars side. And the shot was pushed across by Erin McCaffrey, and it's side out. Point for Harris-Stowe. And the Hornets have opened up a 4-point lead, 8-4 in game 2. Chapman's serve is side out, serving error, and a point for the Cougars. Checking back in is Cecilia Lopez. And also Jessica Williams will check in, and coming out is Francilia Archoja. Archoja out, Jessica Williams in. Cougars trying to get on track. Jessica Williams from Camdenton gets a serve across. That's handled by Durkers. Durkers to Briannas, back to Durkers. Her shot dumped in at the middle of front row. So there's a void there, and a point for Harris-Stowe, and the Hornets get the serve back. They lead by 4, 9-5 here in game 2. And Durkers to serve. That's into the net, a service error. Point for the Cougars. Very sloppy game right now here in game number 2. Now Erin McCaffrey will serve for the Cougars. McCaffrey's line drive serve is across. Durkers digs it. She gets it to Briannas, and Briannas is called for a lift. Check that. That was Leah called for the lift, and it's a point for the Cougars. 9-7, Columbia trails by 2. McCaffrey to serve. Erin McCaffrey lines it across, dug by Nago. Here's the set by Briannas, and pushed across by Durkers. Handled by McCaffrey. Here's the set for Ijong Lee, and it kills in for Ijong Lee. Her second kill of the day, and the Cougars picking up some momentum. Now trail by 1, 9-8. Erin McCaffrey, who's overcome a knee injury of a year ago. Serves this one across. And Chapman has problems. Saved by Nago. Punched across by Durkers. Durkers gets it to Zhangli to Bronco, who sets Nass, and Nass kills it from the right side. Cross court shot by Nass, and she has her third kill of the match. And now timeout called by Harris-Stowe as this game is tied at 9. Harris-Stowe calls the timeout, and we'll have more Cougar volleyball from you from the arena of the Sapporo Complex after this.
Have you checked out the Cougars in person? Experience Cougar action up close and personal? What an event. Making your experience at Cougar events special are many people, including the Sunrise Optimist. The Cougar Athletic Department would like to thank the Sunrise Optimist Club for managing concessions and ticket operations at Columbia College. Optimist clubs across North America conduct over 55,000 community and youth-oriented projects directly impacting 5 million youngsters annually. The Cougars and the Optimist, a real winning combination.
9-9 our score. McCaffrey to serve, and her serve is across, handled by Chapman. She gets it up front to Brianna's, back to Chapman, and Chapman's kill attempt from behind the 10-foot line is into the net, and the Cougars have the lead. They go up by a score of 10-9. 10-9 Columbia. McCaffrey to serve. The set serve is across, handled by Chapman in the middle of the court. Chapman to Brianna's, to Durkers. She gets it across to Bronco. Bronco to Nass. To the right side, a little touch shot by Zhangli. That's handled by the Hornets. They dump it across. Nago got it across. Now they set Zhangli. That kill attempt handled by the Hornets. And they set Nago, and Nago's shot deflected, blocked side out. It'll be a point for the Hornets, and it's a 10-10 match. 10-10 game. And in the serve is Megan Trawl. Trawl will serve, a freshman. Out of Rittner High School, her serve handled by Jessica Williams. She gives to Lopez, across now by Jean Lee. Here's the set for Nago, handled by Williams. She gets it across, another set by Nago. Touch shot handled by Williams, dug out of the net by Bronco, across by Lopez. Good rally there. Now they set Nago. That shot blocked up front, handled by the Cougars. And it's pushed across by Bronco to Nago, to Briannas. And she set Nago. Nago thought the set was for Arlea, and it falls to the floor. And the Cougars get the point, and they go up 11-10, and they regain the serve as Fabiana Nass will now serve the 6'1 freshman. The left-handed serve from Nass into the net, and the Cougars can't handle Prosperity. We're tied 11-all in a sloppily played second game. Cougars won the first game by a score of 30-9. And to serve Angela Leah. Leah's serve across the net, handled by Lee. Omande punches it across. Leah saves it, gives the ball to Nago, to Durkers across. Durkers to Lopez, this set for Ejan Lee, and there's the kill. From the left sideline to the near back corner, Ejan Lee with a kill. That'll be her third personal. When the Cougars get it within system, they're pretty good. And the Cougars have a 12-11 lead. Their biggest lead of this second game has been just 1 point. And now Ejan Lee will serve. The right-handed serve, dug by Durkers. Up front to Briannas, to Chapman. Her kill attempt is side out, point Columbia. And the Cougars go up by 2 on the kill error. 13-11 Cougars. Ejan Lee to serve. And it's across, dug by Durkers. Up front, Briannas to Nago. Nago shot brought across, dug out of there by Meyer. Dug out of there by McWilliams. McWilliams to Nass. Check that. That's Francilia Archoja. Archoja with the kill. And it's 14-11. Cougars by 3, and they're gaining momentum after overcoming a 4-point deficit here in Game 2. Now the serve by Zhangli, handled by Chapman. Set by Briannas for Nago. That's blocked up front by Archoja. And now Nago hits one across the net, handled by Maria Omandi as she dropped it in, and it'll be a point for the Cougars, and a nice move by Maria Omandi for the kill. Omandi now with 5 kills, leading the Cougars in that category. Columbia 15 and Harris-Stowe 11. Ejan Lee with an ace near back corner. Ejan Lee with her 4th ace of the evening. 16-11 Cougars. They now have a 5-point advantage. Ijong Lee's next serve. Dug out by Nagel. Up front, Briannas. Back to Nagel for the kill. Handled by Lopez. Ijong Lee gets it up front. Omandi across. Durkers will set it up front to Briannas. They set Nagel. Nagel's kill attempt is in. I think they missed that one. And it's a point for Nagel with a kill, and Nagel will serve. That's Nagel's third kill of the evening. 16-12, Cougars by 4. Nagel with a jump serve. Dug by Lopez. Up front, McWilliams. Over to the right side to Archoja. Archoja gets it across. Now Zhang Li up front to McWilliams. They set Luana Bronco with an outside hit and a kill. Luana Bronco with her second kill. 17-12 Cougars again by 5, matching their biggest lead of the evening in game 2. Now Omandi serves across, dug out by Nagel, the set by Briannas for Chapman. That's blocked up front by Archoja. Archoja with a block and a point. She's quite an addition to this club. 6-point lead now by the Cougars, 18-12. Now, Maria Almonte serve. Sails across. Durkers can't handle it. Tried to pass up front. A breakdown of communication for Harris-Stowe. Point Cougars. Columbia put some distance now between them and the Hornets. They lead it 19-12 after winning the first game, 30-9. Here's the serve. That's across. Handled by Nagel. To Briannas. To Durkers. Blocked side out. Point Harris-Stowe. And it'll be a point for Harris-Stowe, and it's a 19-13 match. And Alicia Briones will serve. Her serve, handled by Omandi. Up front, McWilliams. Now the Bronco, kill attempt, handled by Nagel. Nagel sets up front to Durkers. Durkers kill, handled by the Cougars. McWilliams dumps it in with a two-hand shot for the point. Kara McWilliams with a point. And the kill. 20-13, Cougars by 7. And Luana Bronco will serve. Luana Bronco serves it across, and that's handled by Trawl. Up front, a quick shot dumped in there by Obrenas. Cougars get it across. Nagel now in the back row to Obrenas. To Trawl. She shoots it across. And a net violation is Luana Bronco trying to set that, fell to the net and onto the other side, so it'll be point for Harris-Stowe. 20-14. Harris-Stowe gets the serve. Cougar lead cut to 6. And Angela Leah will check back in. Chapman will serve. Chapman shoots it across, and that's side out. Service error, charge to Harris-Stowe and Chapman, and another point for the Cougars. They go up 21-14. And in to do the serving is Jessica Williams out of Camdenton, Missouri, a 5'4" sophomore. Jessica Williams to serve. Williams line drive serve, dug by Durkers. Up front, Obrenas. Out to Chapman, and Chapman shoots that ball all the way out to College Avenue. Side out, point Cougars. 22-14, Columbia now by 8. And Williams serves across. Durkers with a dig to Briannas, back to Durkers. And her shot hits the net and the antenna. Side out, point Columbia. And the Cougars lead at 23-14 in game 2. Williams set to serve, back row. Jessica Williams serve. Dug by Chapman, but her dig was not controllable, and it sails into the seats, and the Cougars get the point on the ace by Jessica Williams. 24-14. Jessica Williams next serve, handled by Chapman. Up front, Briannas to Traw, and she drives it in past the block for the kill. As Megan Traw picks up her second kill of the match. 24-15, Cougars with the lead, and Durkers will serve. Durker serving across. Amandi with a dig. Bronco will set Ijong Lee, and that's locked side out. Point Cougars. Ijong Lee with another kill. It'll be her fourth. And Erin McCaffrey now will serve for Columbia. 25-15 Cougars. McCaffrey serve short, dug by Chapman. Mishandled by Harris-Stowe. Trying to reach over was Tross. She couldn't handle it. Neither could Leha. Point Cougars. 26-15 Columbia. Here's a serve. It's a cross by Aaron McCaffrey, and it's shot side out by Harris-Stowe. Point Columbia. And a timeout called by Harris-Stowe. They want to talk it over, trailing the Cougars 27-15. Here in game number 2. Cougars trying to make quick work here tonight of Harris-Stowe. We'll have more in a moment.
Cougar fans are the best fans around. So when you're at the game, please act and drink responsibly. You'll be joining 93% of college sports fans who say their behavior is responsible when it comes to tailgating and respecting other fans. The Cougars encourage you to be a good sport. Designate a driver before you celebrate. It's part of every winning game plan. A message from your friends at Columbia College, N.H. Shepherd's Distributing Company, and Budweiser, who remind you, responsibility matters.
Back here at the arena of the Southborough Complex, Aaron McCaffrey continues to serve. Cougars lead 27-15. Her serve's in, handled up front by Durkers. And they set for Nagel. Nagel's shot is side out. Point Columbia. And the Cougars 2 points away from win number 2 in this match. As McCaffrey will serve again. McCaffrey serve across, handled by Durkers. Up front, Briannas. Briannas to Trawl. That's dug out by McCaffrey to Williams. Williams cross court to Nass. Nass's kill attempt with the left hand dug out of there by the Hornets. Nagel tries to dump it in. That's handled by Ejong Lee. The set by Bronco to Ejong Lee, handled by Chapman. Chapman gets the ball to Briones, then Nagel. Nagel's kill attempt handled by the Cougars. They get it back up. And now Nass was set. Ejong Lee, and she drives it to the floor for the point. Ejong Lee with her 5th kill. And it's 29-15, and it's game point for the Cougars. 29-15 Columbia. McCaffrey serve is in. Obrenas to Chapman, and Chapman shoots it side out. Point Cougars. Game Cougars. Cougars lead this match 2-0 as they win game number 2 by a score of 30-15. Columbia at times trailed by as many as 4, but they battle back to win game number 2. And they win it by a final score of 30-15. We'll be back with our intermission in a moment. This is Columbia Cougar Volleyball.
If you bought your life insurance policy 20 or 30 years ago, it probably never occurred to you that you might actually outlive its coverage. But people are living longer, healthier lives than ever before. That's why Kansas City Life Insurance created Life Pro 120. It's universal life coverage that continues for as long as you live. Ask your Kansas City Life agent about Life Pro 120 today.
We're Kansas City Life.
You want style? You want it fast? For a brand new you, Cost Cutters has a style just for you. Get in, get out, get style, no doubt. That's what Cost Cutters is all about. For hair that rocks when you're on a roll, there's only one place you need to go. Cost Cutters. They fit your lifestyle. Cost Cutters. It's all about style.
No appointment necessary. Open every day, weekdays till 8. Jeff City, Moberly, and 3 Columbia locations.
Cost Cutters. We make it happen.
Socket Internet is a proud sponsor of Columbia Cougar Athletics and this online broadcast. For high-quality support for your high-speed Internet, switch to Socket. Call 1-800-SOCKET-3. If you don't think it's a big deal to purchase alcohol for a minor, then you're not thinking. It's irresponsible and illegal. So if you get a shoulder tap to buy alcohol for minors, turn the other shoulder and walk away. A message from Anheuser-Busch, N.H. Shepherd's Distributing Company, and the Columbia Cougars, reminding you to prevent, don't provide alcohol to minors.
Are you one of these kinds of dads? When the kids came along, did you promise yourself, I never want to look back and wish I'd spent less time at the office? Then you should get to know Shelter Insurance. We're here to help people who plan their lives around their families by offering life insurance that's built for your needs. Life insurance that's right for you and right for the people who depend on you. Shelter Insurance. Seek shelter today.
I'm back at Bambino's, investigating their schooners and ravs, ridiculously large servings of beer, and platters of toasted ravioli. All right, take him down. Now, I'm being lowered onto a giant platter of toasted ravioli. Boy, it's warm down here. Now, this is quite an expedition, making a trek across one of the jumbo platters of ravs here at Bambino's. These delicious pillows of beef are covered with Italian seasonings and baked until golden brown. Then they're dusted with Parmesan cheese and served with a large bowl of Bambino's famous marinara. Add a frosty cold schooner of your favorite draft beer, and you've got a colossal combination.
That's a wrap. Bring him up. Sir, we've got a problem. Too much weight.
These are good.
What the? Hey, let go of the platter.
No way, I'm staying. I'll eat my way home.
Use your noodle, eat some pasta, and if you order a jumbo platter of ravs, bring a friend. Bambino's Italian Cafe, now open Sundays at noon.
Back here at the arena of the Southwell Complex, it's the intermission between Game 2 and Game 3. Cougars won the first game by a score of 30-9. They won Game 2 by a score of 30-15. Cougars really with no trouble with Harris-Stowe to this point. At one time, though, in Game 2, the Cougars trailed by as many as 4. Things got a little sloppy. Coach Washington made some adjustments and used some different personnel to start that second game. And I don't know if I kind of threw them out of sync or if it was just a matter of communicating out front. But needless to say, for the Cougars, they were able to right the ship and built their lead all the way up to the final tally of 30-15. They won the first game 30-9, got off to a quick early lead, and won it by 21 and never really looked back. They were up by as many as 21 earlier in the match and used their size up front, did a lot of blocking, did a very, very nice job up front of doing the blocking, and also passed the ball rather well to build that early lead. Columbia College this weekend will hit the road as they will travel up to Iowa, where they will play at Graceland University in their invitational. And they will play up there on Saturday, actually on Friday and Saturday, then return home on the 11th of September to host Missouri Baptist. Missouri Baptist always a very formidable opponent in the AMC, and they'll be in town next Tuesday night. And we'll have that for you on ColumbiaCougars.com. with our pregame show at 6:50. And then we'll have volleyball action for you at 7 o'clock. That is next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. The Cougars, after that match with Missouri Baptist, will then return home on the 18th to host William Woods, and we will broadcast that one on the web. And then come back to do a couple of big matches, one with Truman State later that week, and that's a Saturday at 5 o'clock. Well, that for you. Check the web, and we'll have a complete rundown on the games that are going to be on the webcast. Now, tonight we've had some problems with our audio on the webcast, but we do have it on the videocast. So stay tuned. Of course, if you're hearing that, you know you found it. But here after 2 games, the Cougars lead Harris-Stowe by a score of 2-0 in games, winning game 1 30-9 and winning game 2 30-15. When I return, we'll have the third game of this match for you right here on ColumbiaCougars.com. This is Columbia Cougar Volleyball.
Soccer Pro, the authority for soccer gear and training, across from the Columbia Mall in the Bernadette Square. Soccer Pro has the latest soccer gear from Adidas, Nike, and more. You'll find the latest in shoes, shirts, and equipment for your 4 or 5-year-old that's just beginning, and the top-of-the-line equipment for the most experienced, highly competitive high school and college player that demands the best. Check out Soccer Pro's expansive replica wall. Support your favorite team or player with the latest in jerseys, training gear, and t-shirts. We challenge you to find a soccer store in the Midwest with more. You can wear the jerseys that Henry, Beckham, Ronaldinho, and Rooney wear in their games. Youth sizes available too. Are you ready for the cold weather? New hooded sweatshirts, long sleeve tees, and warm-ups are in stock. If you love soccer, you've got to check out the recently expanded Soccer Pro, now more than twice the size. Open 7 days a week, just north of the Columbia Mall in Bernadette Square. Soccer Pro, the authority for soccer gear and training.
Have you heard of DSL? Yes, it lets you surf the web much faster, but do you know what the letters stand for? Well, the folks at Socket know. Frankly, they're not all that interested in telling you. Oh, don't misunderstand me. You won't find more polite and friendly folks. It's just that Socket knows that most people don't want to understand Internet access. They just want it to work and work fast. So if you've ever said, I wish I could get emails quicker or download files faster or connect to the web instantly, well, then you were really wishing for DSL. Which is good because right now, Socket's offering high-speed specials in your area, plus the best unlimited tech support this side of the Mississippi, which means you can call them again and again and always be greeted with a smile. Call 1-800-SOCKET-3 and ask for high-speed DSL today. 1-800-SOCKET-3. Of course, if you want to get fancy, ask for digital subscriber line. But be careful. They may want to hire you.
Sometimes it's good for business to be in the red or the white when it's pasta from Bambino's Italian Cafe. Get bulk discounts on big pans of pasta and salad delivered directly to your office for your next important meeting. With Bambino's drop-off catering service, everything you need, bread, plates, and serviceware, are included at no extra charge for easy setup and cleanup. For larger groups, you can split your order between different pans of pasta. And for smaller groups, they also have their full menu available, box lunch style, so everyone can pick out exactly what they want. Whether it's pastas, sandwiches, salads, pizzas, or even low-carb specials, only Bambino's can deliver all these different choices directly to you. Not sure what to order? Check out their website at Bambino'sItalianCafe.com. Better yet, stop in for lunch yourself and do a little market research. Whether you're planning your luncheons for the week or if you need some emergency catering right away, use your noodle and give Bambino's a call at 443-4473.
Back in Columbia, we get set for the third game of this match. Cougars won the first two by scores of 30-9 and 30-15. After the short intermission, we're ready to continue. Cougars will be serving from our right to the left as Fabiana Nash will do the serving for Columbia. As Nash will do the serving. Fabiana Nash's first serve is across, and it's dug out by Chapman. Chapman gets it up front to Obrinas. Across to Nash. Nash to Bronco, and Bronco slams it down for the point. But they're calling Bronco for a net violation, and it's 1-0 Harris-Stowe. It's a Hornets draw first blood. In this third game, the Hornets, of course, are fighting off elimination in this match, trying to force a fourth game. And Lindsay Nagel will serve. Nagel's serve is dug out by Jeannie Myers, who's out there for the Cougars. They set Nash from the back line, and Nash drives it in for the kill. Fabiana Nash with the kill, her fourth of the game, and we're tied at 1. And Jeannie Myers will serve. Jeannie Myers from Green Ridge, Missouri. Lines it across, dug out by Durkers, up front to Briannas. Right side to Tarl. It's dug by Myers, up front to Bronco, to and the kill attempt by Daniela Brazzolino, and that's in for the kill. Daniela Brazzolino, a 5'10 senior out of Brazil, a transfer from Oral Roberts with her first kill. Now Myers' serve is dug by Nago, saved by Durkers. They get it across Chapman, and then Bronco with a quick one-handed kill. Luana Bronco with her third kill, and the Cougars have their first lead of game 2. They go up by a score of 3-1, and Myers ready again. Myers serve across, Nago with the dig. Durkers gets it across, Trowell gets it into Cougar territory, and here's the kill by Omondi. And Omondi with her 6th kill. She's leading the Cougars in that category, and Columbia's out to a 4-1 lead. And Myers to serve. It's across, Nago with the dig to Obrinas. To Durkers. Durkers shoots it side out. She shot it from the right sideline to the back left corner, and it was side out, point Cougars. And Columbia goes up 5-1. Now Myers with the serve. That's dug off the back row by Barkley, and then they hit it into the net, point Columbia. And it looks like the Cougars are on their way to winning this match. They're up by a score of 6-1. Myers' next serve, dug by Durkers. No one there to handle the pass. And that'll be an ace for Jeannie Myers, and a timeout called by Johnny Chidol, the head coach of the Harris-Stowe Hornets. We got a break in the action. We'll have more in a moment.
Cougar fans are the best fans around. So when you're at the game, please act and drink responsibly. You'll be joining 93% of college sports fans who say their behavior is responsible when it comes to tailgating and respecting other fans. The Cougars encourage you to be a good sport. Designate a driver before you celebrate. It's part of every winning game plan. A message from your friends at Columbia College, N.H. Shepherd's Distributing Company, and Budweiser, who remind you, responsibility matters.
Here is the kill by the Harris-Stowe Hornets. And it's side out, and the Cougars get the point as Myers served one while we were waiting. It's 8-1, and now Myers ready to serve again. Durkers can't handle Myers' serve. Far left back corner. That'll be an ace for Myers. Jeannie Myers with 2 aces, and the Cougars now have opened up a 9-1 lead here at the arena of the Southwell Complex. And Myers' arm grew tired, and she hits the next serve into the net. And the point goes to Harris-Stowe. And serving for Harris-Stowe is Alicia Briones. Alicia Briones' right-hand serve is across, handled by Nass up front to Bronco. Del Monte with an off-speed shot. I'm going to call Monte for a lift. And that'll be an error on the Cougars and a point for Harris-Stowe. Makes it now 9-4. And the serve by Briones is across. Cougars set on Monte, and that's deflected, but it's in, just inside the line, and a point for the Cougars. They win the serve back. And now the score is 10-3. I said it was 9-4. It was 9-3. And Omonde will serve. Omonde to Trawl. Trawl to Durkers to Nago. Nago's shot dug out by Omonde. Omonde got it across back to Omonde. Now to Bronco to Brazzolino, and she drives it in. Daniela Brazzolino with the kill. Brazzolino, newcomer, a senior from Oral Roberts. Omonde's serve is side out. She hit it long. Service error, and it's 11-4. And checking in for Harris-Stowe is Angela Leah. Angela Leah is from St. Louis Christian High School. Chapman will come out. And to serve the libero in Berkeley. Berkeley gets it across. Here's the set for Brazzolino. That's blocked up front. Cougars scrambling. And Bronco will get it across. Bronco to Traw. And they said Durkers. Durkers shot dug out of there by Omonde. Shot across by Bronco. That's brought back by the Hornets. And then Bronco dumps it in along the right sideline for the kill. Luana Bronco with her 4th kill, and it's 12-4 Cougars. They go up by 8, matching their largest lead of this 3rd game. Luana Bronco now to serve. Bronco's serve is side out. Shot it wide right. Service error charged to the Cougars. It's 12-5 Columbia. And Lindsay Durkers from Lindbergh High School at St. Louis now will serve. She's a freshman. Durkers' serve is across, handled by Myers. Here's the set up front and a kill driven home by Amanda Hansen from Lindenwood University, a transfer, a 6-foot sophomore. Amanda's originally from Columbia, former Rockbridge Bruin. Now Daniela Brazzolino will serve. Brazzolino's jump serve is just across and just in. For the point, it'll be an ace for Brazzolino. Brazzolino didn't play in the first 2 games. 14-5, Cougars by a 9-point lead. Brazzolino's next serve, handled by Chapman across the net to Nass. Nass to Bronco, back to Nass for the kill, handled by Chapman on the back row. To Trawl. Trawl to Nago, who dumps it across. Myers couldn't handle it. And it's down for the point for Harris-Stowe. And Jessica Williams now will check in for Columbia. And Brazzolino will come out for the Cougars. 14-6, Columbia with the lead. And Trawl will serve and hits it in the back of one of her teammates. That'll be a point for the Cougars on the errant serve. And the Cougars go back up by 9, 15-6. And Cecilia Lopez now will serve it. Cecilia's serve is across, handled by Chapman. Chapman to Briones, back to Chapman from the back row to Lopez. Bronco finds a void right in the middle of the court and dumps it in there in front of Durkers, who went to the knees but couldn't dig it out. Luana Bronco with her 5th kill unofficially. 16-6, Cougars by 10. Lopez's serve is across. Nagel passes it to Briones, to Durkers. Durkers to Williams of the Cougars. They set Nass, deflected up front, side out, point Columbia. As Fabiana Nass with a kill. That'll be her 5th. It's 17-6, Cougars by 11. Serves across by Lopez, and Trawl with a shot. Too long, point Columbia. And the Cougars stretch their lead, 18-6. Columbia making it look rather easy at the moment. Now Lopez's next shot across, handled by Chapman. Chapman to Briones. She pushed it across, handled by the Cougars. They set Myers, and Jeannie Myers with a kill from the left side. First kill for Myers. Cougars using a lot of personnel, and now they lead it by 13. As they're well on their way to win this match in 3 games. Nagel with a dig. They set now Nagel. That's handled by Williams to Omandi. Omandi to Myers. Myers shot blocked back across. Myers gets it under control, sets up Nass, and Nass drives it in for her 6th kill of the evening. 20-6 Cougars. They're trying to put them away in a hurry. Lopez's serve is across. That's dug by Chapman. And a net violation on Maria Omandi. She tried to block the set. Of Briones. And now set to serve is Angela Leha. Leha's serve is across. Williams digs to Bronco. They set Myers, and Myers kills it. Hammered it in just inside the back line. Jeannie Myers with a kill. Her 2nd. It's 21-7 Columbia. Fabiana Nass now with a serve. The left-hand serve is long. Side out, point Harris-Stowe. 21-8. Cougars will be up in Iowa this weekend to play in tournament action. And then return home next Tuesday for a battle with Missouri Baptist. Jeannie Myers is set by Romande, and Myers with another kill. Cougars get the serve back. Now checking in for Columbia is Amanda Hansen. And coming out is Cecilia Lopez. Substitution is made, and Maria Omandi ready. Well, it is not her turn to serve. It's Jeannie Myers' turn to serve. And now Jessica Williams comes out, and checking back in is Daniela Brazzolino. Officials making sure the rotation's right. Now we're ready, and here's the serve by Myers, dug by Trawl. Up front, Briones to Nagel. Nagel gets it across. Lopez with a dig. They set Brazzolino, and she hammers it off of the face of Nagel for the kill. Brazzolino with her 3rd kill here in the 3rd game. 23-8 Cougars, up 15. Myers serve, handled by Nagel. She gets the ball to Briones, and then Nagel gets it across, saved by Brazzolino, but Brazzolino fell through the net, and that's going to be called a violation. 23-9. Hornets with a 14-point lead. And Alyssa Briones with a serve. She gets it across to Nass, to Bronco, who tried to kill it. Dug out of there by the Hornets. Now they said Brazzolino, and Brazzolino with an off-speed shot right in the middle of the court gets the kill. 24-9. And Maria Omandi will serve for Columbia. Omandi's serve is across. That's handled by Durkers. They get it across. Bronco then feeds up front to McWilliams. And rather Hansen with a kill. Amanda Hansen with her 2nd kill. And the dig by Durkers. And the kill attempt by Thal. Dug out of there nicely by Myers. Over to Brasolino, and Brasolino's hits it side out. Point Harris-Stowe. 25-10 Cougars. And in to serve for Harris-Stowe is the libero, Jeannie Barkley. Barkley serve, handled by Brasolino. Brasolino gets the ball over to Hansen. Hansen kills it for the point. Amanda Hansen with her third kill. 26-10 Cougars. Luana Bronco will serve. Bronco's line drive serve, handled by Chapman up front, Brianos. Brianos to Trawl. Her kill attempt is side out. She hit it long. Point Cougars. 27-10, and the Cougars now just 3 points away from winning the match. They won the first game of the match 30-9 and then 30-15. Here's the serve by Bronco. That's a cross, and the set for Dirkers. Handled by Bronco. She gets it across. Obrinas to Dirkers. They'll set Laha. And a nice save there by Bronco on the back row to Lopez, who gets it across. And that's in for the kill. Cecilia Lopez with the kill. 28-10. But it was Luana Bronco that kept the rally alive with a nice diving dig. And the Cougars force a timeout by Harris-Stowe. 28-10. Cougars lead it. We're back with more from the arena of the Southwell Complex here in Columbia right after this message.
If you bought your life insurance policy 20 or 30 years ago, it probably never occurred to you that you might actually outlive its coverage. But people are living longer, healthier lives than ever before. That's why Kansas City Life Insurance created Life Pro 120. It's universal life coverage that continues for as long as you live. Ask your Kansas City Life agent about Life Pro 120 today.
We're Kansas City Life.
Luana Bronco will continue to serve. Cougars up 28-10 in Game 3. They won the first two games handily and trying to dispose of Harris-Stowe. Bronco serves across. Nagel with a dig. Brianna with the pass back to Nagel, who gets it across. Here is the set, and Amanda Hansen shoots it across. Shot put up by Trawl, blocked up front by Bonacillo. And the Cougars get it under control. They set Nass, and Nass drives it in for the kill. Fabiana Nass with a kill, her seventh, and it's game point, match point for the Cougars. They're on their feet at the arena of the Southwell Complex. Luana Bronco serves across. Nagel with the dig. Brianna's back to Nagel, back row, into the net. Cougars win the match 3 straight games. They win this game by a final score of 30-10. They won Game 2 30-15, and they won Game 1 by a score of 30-9, and the Cougars improved to 1-0 in the AMC. And Harris-Stowe falls to 0-1. Columbia now overall 3-2. They've won 2 matches in a row. Harris-Stowe falls to 2-3. Cougars win it in 3. 30-9, 30-15, 30-10. We'll be back with our post-match activities in a moment. This is Columbia Cougar Volleyball.
You want style? You want it fast? For a brand new you, Cost Cutters has a style just for you. Get in, get out, get style, no doubt. That's what Cost Cutters is all about. For hair that rocks when you're on a roll, there's only one place you need to go, Cost Cutters. They fit your lifestyle. Cost Cutters. It's all about style.
No appointment necessary. Open every day, weekdays till 8. Jeff City, Moberly, and 3 Columbia locations.
Cost Cutters. We make it happen.
Socket Internet is a proud sponsor of Columbia Cougar Athletics and this online broadcast. For high-quality support for your high-speed Internet, switch to Socket. Call 1-800-SOCKET-3. If you don't think it's a big deal to purchase alcohol for a minor, then you're not thinking. It's irresponsible and illegal. So if you get a shoulder tap to buy alcohol for minors, turn the other shoulder and walk away. A message from Anheuser-Busch, N.H. Shepherd's Distributing Company, and the Columbia Cougars, reminding you to prevent, don't provide alcohol to minors.
Are you one of these kinds of dads? When the kids came along, did you promise yourself, I never want to look back and wish I'd spend less time at the office? Then you should get to know Shelter Insurance. We're here to help people who plan their lives around their families by offering life insurance that's built for your needs. Life insurance that's right for you and right for the people who depend on you. Shelter Insurance. Seek shelter today.
It's all over here at the Arena of the Southwell Complex as the Lady Cougars Volleyball Club beats Harris-Stowe in their first American Midwest Conference match of the year in 3 quick games by scores of 30-9, 30-15, and 30-10. Cougars a little bit disarray in game 2, but really outside of that, they took care of business handily and not really challenged in this match. They weren't expected to be challenged so much in this match, and now they get set to make the trip to Iowa, where they will play this upcoming weekend at the Graceland University Invitational up in Lamoni, Iowa. And that action gets underway on Friday, where the Cougars will play Friday, playing 2 matches, and 2 matches at least on Sunday. But recapping some of the numbers, Daniela Brazzolino, who played just in the third game, had 4 kills and an ace. Juliana Quadrano, we saw very little from. In fact, all her marks were in the first game. 4 kills, 2 blocks, and an ace. Fabiana Nas had 7 kills. She played all 3 games, had 1 ace. Jeannie Myers, who played a lot in the third game, 3 kills and 2 aces. Luana Branco, the setter for the Cougars, 5 kills and 2 aces. Ejong Lee had 5 kills and 4 aces. Carrie McWilliams, who saw limited action in game 2, had 1 kill. Maria Omonde had 6 kills. She played in all 3 games. She also had 3 aces. Jessica Williams had an ace. Amanda Hansen, who saw action in game 3, who had 3 kills. Erin McCaffrey played but did not mark as far as kills, blocks, or aces. And Francilia Oja had 2 kills and 2 blocks. And Cecilia Lopez scored a kill. As the Cougars win this one handily, again by a 3-game match by scores again of 30-9, 30-15, and 30-10. Our next webcast will be a week from tonight when Missouri Baptist comes to town, and we'll be on the air at about 6:50 with the pre-match activities, and then we'll have all the action for you. That's this upcoming Tuesday night, and that, of course, is the 11th of September. That'll be our next webcast. I'd like to thank everyone that helped us tonight, including Brad Jenks, and also I'd like to thank Coach Melinda Rye Washington for all of her assistance that helped make it possible. I'm Tex Little saying so long from the Arena of the Southwell Complex.